Ever wonder why some women seem like they're stuck on a mental treadmill, constantly replaying their past relationship like a broken record? You meet her, and everything about her seems vibrant, except when her mind drifts away, as if her subconscious is glued to her ex. If you've ever been puzzled by her emotional roller coaster or wondered why she can't seem to fully move forward, buckle up. Because what's really going on behind the scenes might surprise you. Here's a stark truth. Sometimes her lingering attachment isn't just about nostalgia or heartbreak. It's a psychological phenomenon rooted deep in her subconscious mind, a mental ghost that refuses to let go. Recognizing the signs, that's your first step to understanding her real emotional state. And trust me, once you see these signs, you'll realize why she's not just not over him, but her mind is still living in the past. Sign 1. Unexplained nostalgia. Let's kick things off with nostalgia, but not the cute, sentimental kind we all indulge in from time to time. No, we're talking about the kind that hits her out of nowhere, like a lightning bolt. Have you noticed her suddenly lighting up when she talks about the good old days? Maybe she reminisces about how perfect everything was, how special their bond felt, or how unbreakable they seemed. But here's the twist. She's not just reminiscing, she's reliving. Her mind is like a jukebox stuck on the greatest hits of her past relationship. Every time she triggers this nostalgia, she's subconsciously rewinding to that emotional high, that feeling of belonging she once had. Why does this matter? Because nostalgia can be a seductive trap. It distorts reality, making her believe that her past love was flawless, ignoring the reasons they broke up, the conflicts, or the incompatibilities she's now conveniently overlooking. Her subconscious mind is telling her, hold on to this feeling, because it's the last time you felt truly loved. Until she consciously recognizes this pattern, she'll keep chasing that fleeting, idealized version of love, preventing her from embracing her present or future. Sign 2. Comparing you to her ex. Next sign. Constant comparison. If she's unconsciously measuring everything you do against her ex, it's a telltale sign her mind hasn't fully let go. Maybe she appreciates your efforts, but then immediately dismisses them, thinking, that's not how he used to do it, or he was better at that. Subtle comments like, he never did that, or that's not how we used to do things, reveal her subconscious benchmarking her current relationship against her past. This isn't about insecurity alone. It's about her mind trying to recreate the feeling of rightness she once felt. Her brain is wired to seek familiarity, even if that familiarity was flawed or painful. The comparison keeps her tethered to her ex, as if her subconscious is hoping to find that same spark again, or maybe even fix what went wrong. Here's an important insight. Until she becomes aware of this pattern, she'll remain caught in a cycle of comparison, sabotaging genuine connection. Because no one can truly measure up to a ghost of the past. And that's exactly what her subconscious is doing. Sign 3. Overanalyzing past interactions. If she's obsessively replaying conversations, scrutinizing texts, or dissecting moments spent together, she's caught in a mental trap. Overanalysis isn't just about being cautious. It's a form of mental fixation rooted in unresolved feelings. Think of her mind as a detective on a mission to solve the mystery of why it ended. She's trying to find clues, decode signals, and understand what went wrong. But instead of moving toward closure, she's stuck in a loop, obsessively examining every detail, wondering if she missed the signs or if she could have done something differently. This obsessive replay acts like emotional glue, binding her to her past love. It's a way for her subconscious to cling to hope, to find answers that might never truly exist. And unless she confronts and processes these thoughts consciously, she'll remain haunted by the what-ifs and if-onlys, making it nearly impossible to embrace her present or future. Sign 4. Emotional fluctuations. Ever notice how her mood swings are more unpredictable than the weather? One moment she's luminous and engaged, the next she's distant, withdrawn, or tearful. That's a telltale sign her subconscious is battling internal ghosts. Her feelings aren't just about current circumstances, they're echoes of past heartbreak, unhealed wounds, and lingering regret. Her emotional state is like a seesaw, with her ex's ghost as the heavy weight. When she's happy, it's genuine. But when she's upset or distant, her mind might be reliving old pain. These fluctuations reveal unresolved feelings, buried memories, or even subconscious guilt over the breakup. Her emotional roller coaster isn't just a sign of instability, it's her mind's way of processing unresolved trauma. Until she consciously addresses these feelings, her subconscious will keep pulling her back into that emotional storm, preventing her from truly moving forward. Sign 5. Avoidance of new romantic opportunities. If she's dodging potential love interests or dismissing anyone who shows interest, that's a huge red flag. Her subconscious is like a fortress built around her past heartbreak. She's afraid of getting hurt again, and her mind, in its subconscious wisdom, is trying to protect her from that pain. But here's the catch. Avoidance isn't protection, it's a prison. Her fear of vulnerability, rooted in unresolved feelings, keeps her from opening up to new love. She might say she's not ready or not interested, but deep down her subconscious is still clinging to her ex, fearing that history might repeat itself. This avoidance pattern is not just stubbornness. It's her mind's way of saying, better to stay alone than risk losing again. Until she recognizes this, she'll keep sabotaging potential happiness, and the ghost of her past will remain her emotional barrier. Sign 6. Persistent rumination. Rumination is more than just overthinking. It's mental torture. When she's obsessively dwelling on what went wrong, what she could have done differently, or how things could have been better, she's caught in a vicious cycle. Her thoughts are like a broken record, looping endlessly. Instead of gaining clarity, she's magnifying her pain, making it harder to heal. Rumination intensifies her emotional pain and keeps her tethered to that old love story. It's not about seeking closure, it's about her mind refusing to accept that chapter is closed. This mental habit feeds her feelings of loss, regret, and longing. Only when she consciously chooses to stop the mental replay can she begin to heal and finally detach from her past love. Sign 7. Social media stalking and emotional investment. Her phone becomes her personal detective tool, checking her ex's social media profiles obsessively, scrolling through his photos, reading old messages, or obsessing over his latest updates. These behaviors betray her emotional state. This isn't mere curiosity, it's fixation. Her subconscious is still obsessed with her ex's life, comparing it to her own, hoping for signs of hope, or, worse, proof that he's moved on. It's a digital version of her mental fixation, a way of staying connected to that past love, even when she claims she's over him. This behavior keeps her emotionally tethered, preventing her from fully engaging with her present life. It's like trying to watch a movie while constantly rewinding to the last scene. She's stuck in the past, unable to fully live in the now. Sign 8. Resistance to moving forward. When she dismisses advice about healing, avoids talking about the future, or dismisses attempts to encourage her to move on, it's a sign her subconscious is resisting change. She might say she's fine, but her actions speak otherwise. Her mind might be afraid of what lies ahead: new love, vulnerability, or even happiness, because her subconscious is still holding on to the familiar pain of her past relationship. It's uncomfortable with the idea of letting go. Her resistance isn't just stubbornness, it's a survival mechanism. She's afraid that moving on means losing that part of herself tied to her ex. Recognizing this pattern is crucial because until she's willing to confront her fears, she'll remain stuck in that emotional limbo. Sign 9. Emotional dependency. There's a fine line between caring and dependency. If she relies heavily on her past relationship for emotional support, seeking validation, comfort, or reassurance from memories of her ex, it's a sign her subconscious is still craving that sense of security. Her emotional dependency is like an anchor, preventing her from establishing a healthy, independent, emotional foundation. She might cling to those memories because they provided her with a sense of belonging and love she feels she can't find elsewhere. Until she learns to cultivate her self-worth and independence, her ex's ghost will linger, making it impossible to build a new, healthier relationship. Sign 10. Difficulty fully engaging in new relationships. Finally, if she struggles to trust, open up, or commit to someone new, her subconscious is still emotionally entangled. She might sabotage new relationships or keep a wall around her heart, fearing that history will repeat itself. Her hesitation isn't just about fear of rejection, it's about unresolved attachment, unfinished emotional business, and the fear of losing again. The lingering presence of her ex's emotional shadow makes her hesitant to fully invest or believe in new love. Until she consciously works through her unresolved feelings, her ex will continue to cast a long shadow over her ability to embrace happiness with someone new. The power of recognizing these signs. Now, here's the crucial insight. These signs aren't just random quirks or personality flaws. They're windows into her subconscious mind, revealing unresolved love, emotional trauma, and mental fixation. Recognizing them isn't about judgment. It's about understanding the deep psychological processes at play. Her subconscious mind is a powerful force, sometimes a stubborn ghost that refuses to be exorcised. But awareness is the first step toward healing. Once she recognizes these patterns, she can begin to consciously choose to let go, confront her feelings, and rewrite her emotional story. It's important to realize healing isn't about erasing the past. It's about integrating it, learning from it, and finally moving forward with clarity and strength. Until she faces her subconscious fears and attachments head-on, her ex's presence will continue to haunt her mental landscape. Conclusion. The unfinished business of the mind. So, if she shows these signs, it's not a sign of weakness or stubbornness. It's a sign of her mind's unresolved business. Her subconscious is still holding on to the love, pain, and memories of her past relationship, making it impossible for her to fully embrace the present or future. Recognizing these signs gives you insight into her emotional state, and perhaps a chance to help her realize that her mental ghost is something she can confront and release. Because the truth is, the mind is a formidable force, but with awareness and effort, she can finally free herself from that lingering shadow. And once she does, that's when real happiness, genuine connection, and new love can finally take root, free from the ghosts of the past, standing confidently in the present.